1993 Mazda 626 Wagon GLX with front end damage. Some repairs have taken place. Sorry about the light in the middle. Good tyres. Left hand panel side, a few dents and bits and pieces. No rust. Good tyres. Gas strut's okay. Boot untidy, but it's all there. Tow bar to 980 kilos and 680 kilos unbraked. That tow bar hardly used at all. Spare tyre in reasonable condition, certainly more than half. Doors, no sign of any rust. Upholstery, pretty ordinary. Open and close alright. Chassis not twisted. Passenger side, the seats fold down. Both seats go down. It's big enough to sleep in if you're in a panic. Seats in the back. Upholstery ordinary. Driver's side needs a good clean inside. Speedo reading 25075.4, so 250,000 k's just ticked over. Clock goes. Heater works on everything. The fan only works on high, I think. Very ordinary radio. New Zealand one though. If you want to put your CD player in, you can plug your iPod into it. It's got an iPod adapter thing. 5-speed. People like to look at the pedals and see if they're worn out or not. That's just what they look like. Warrant of fitness runs out on the 12th. Under the bonnet. Under the bonnet, the radiator has been replaced with a second-hand unit. The radiator cap is new. The headlights have been replaced with second-hand units, and they're all working. The bonnet catch has been replaced. The bumpers was replaced simply because the crumple things were crumpled just like they're supposed to be. There's a wrinkle there. And there's a wrinkle there. Other than that, it's pretty straight. It had an oil change about a month before the damage, so it's been a couple of 100 kilometres since the oil change. It's had a new battery since my ownership, but it's probably been in there a few years now. It's had oil and filter change done 6 or 8 months ago. It is... Those are the specifications. It's the GLX model with whatever 2 litre, 5-speed, whatever other bits and pieces on it. It's got a car alarm in it that doesn't work. It's been disconnected. Reasonably clean, sort of ordinary engine things. Power steering. All the usual bits and pieces that you find inside cars. I just had a thought. There's no sign of any damage or anything else underneath there. It's all very ordinary and predictable. This four-wheel disc. Not sure. exactly people are looking for, but it's some indication it's reasonably clean and tidy in there. There's no rust, that isn't just surface rust. It's never had any rust repairs done on it. Never needed any. It's been stored in a warehouse for a lot of its life. Garaged, I should say. In a warehouse when it's been packed away, and when it was in residential, it had residential garaging as well. It's only in the last 6 or 8 weeks that it's been parked outside, really. Cam belt's been done at 207,000 k's, so there's still another 20, 30, 40, 50,000 k's to go. Whenever they're supposed to, I think it's done every 100,000 k's or 70,000 k's. Engine's dead cold. The engine's completely cold. There's nothing. This is my hand on the exhaust pipe, so it's cold. This is the starting procedure. The bonnet is crooked and wrinkled, obviously, but the catch and everything still works on it. I've got the bit that fits in there. The old bumper, front bumper comes with it. The headlights, the headlights come with it as well. The headlights aren't broken, but the latches and everything for it are gone. So so you get all the lamps and stuff. Starting procedure when it's dead cold is 1, 2, 3, and turn the key. And it starts and runs reasonably well. Just have to keep your foot, just give it a little bit of gas, because otherwise it'll quieten down. And just keep the idle tends to go a bit slow. I missed this on the start. There's no sign of any smoke, I don't think. Seatbelt. Driving with a camera, perfect. It drives just fine. After I'd done these repairs, my daughter was driving my car and I drove this vehicle down to Tauranga and back, so 200 kilometres each way. No trouble at all. So 200 kilometres, no sweat each way. Didn't use any oil, it doesn't use any oil, just used up what you consider to be a reasonable quantity of fuel. And I should worry about my driving when there's a vehicle. Look at this guy. Indicators work, headlight works, tail lights work, brake lights work, horn works, windscreen wipers work, boom, windscreen is dry, windscreen wiper sprayer things work. That sounds a bit better. U-turn, power steering, small hesitation taken off, the engine's still cold, so I'm not going to go and push a cold engine hard. Good brakes, pads were done not long ago, so I've always done all the maintenance, and I've always done all the lubrication I should do. Oil and filter changes have always been done by me, except the very last one, which was done by Homestead Motors, which is just over there. So that was professionally done. Oil filter was done at every oil. It was done at every oil change. So oil and filter are done at the same time every 5,000 kilometres or 6 months, because I can remember to do it if I do it at Warren Fitness time. There's a guy coming up my road. He hasn't got a Warren Fitness. There you go, so it all works fine. Rev counter works, speedo works, everything goes. It's just not very pretty to look at. It's been the loan car for both of my daughters when they were going through university. So and their priority was to have a vehicle that was reliable, and my priority was to have a vehicle that I didn't have to fix. Unfortunately, it was involved in a tail ender, which is what did the damage, and I just bought parts for it. And now my daughter's got my car, and I bought myself a different vehicle to drive. Do not bid if you don't intend to buy. Do not bid if your girlfriend doesn't know that you've got the money. Do not bid because you want to have a look at it. If you want to come and have a look at it before the end of the auction. If you bid and do not complete the auction, I will pursue you through the courts, and even if I don't win, I will make your life horrible and miserable. This is a reasonably tidy car. Actually, no, it's not tidy. It's a car that's had a family. I think we've been the owners for at least 10 years, probably 12 years. And it had 2 owners before then. One was Auckland Airport, and one was a woman from Green Lane who did perfect maintenance on it. So it's been quite good. It's just beginning to deteriorate through my daughter being an artist and carrying around all sorts of odd things on the car, and 10 years of family life.